Mariah's Soapbox. So we are completing our series regarding the hot girl movement, you know, the reaction to the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion WAP video. And this week, to me, is one of my favorite topics because it's talking about, you know, we're coming to the end of summer, so we're really trying to figure out some things, you know. Are you a hot girl? You trying to have a hot girl summer? Or are you trying to get white? So that's the topic for today. But before you get into this video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to Mariah's Soapbox. So our guest today is one of my amazing ride or die friends, Brittany. Tell them about yourself, give them your social media.
Okay, Brittany's Need. So my personal social media is Bree Classified Business, because I am a boss.
Okay, boss.
But it's shine_exceedingly_services, and that's my business. Professional services business.
She will get you right, y'all. Okay?
Yes. Resume.
If you are looking for a job during COVID,
yes.
She will get you right.
Interview prep, professional
coaching,
coaching,
definitely
all the above.
Yes. So it's just a blessing to have a friend like her that's such a boss. And our topic today, to me, is definitely about being a boss. But in what way are you being a boss? Are you trying to have a hot girl summer, or are you trying to get white, or can you honestly do both? Can you be a hot girl and be a wife? So we're gonna get to our opinions on both. So we chose random questions, a few questions that we're gonna ask each other and just get our opinion. But we want you guys to weigh in and let us know your opinion about being a hot girl or trying to get white, or both. So I'm gonna let Brittany answer this first question, you know, because we obviously at the house have amazing conversations all the time about being wives and, you know, hot girls, being young business women, and, you know, being socialized but still being able to date and really wanting to get to know what kind of guys are out there. So the first question is, give me your definition of a hot girl.
Ooh, hot girl. Okay, so personally, hot girl is a personal experience. I feel like society has made it sexual.
But say that again.
For me, being a hot girl is bossing up, working on my business, trying to buy a house, getting debt free.
Yes, sir.
These student loans.
It will kill you, honey.
Girl, of course, dating. So dating around. Because I'm gonna answer the question right now. I'm trying to be white.
What? I mean, okay, y'all, she's trying to get white in case y'all trying to pull up on her.
But also, too, I mean, I think I can still be a hot girl because, again, I think it's a personal experience. Also, traveling.
Experience.
That's an experience. Yes.
I like that.
Traveling, also pre-COVID. But I really think hot girl summer is what you make it. But for me, it was very personal. Like, really, also getting closer to God. I know that's not something that people associate with hot girls.
Megan love God. Cardi love God. They talk about God all the time, honey.
But definitely just being a better woman for me. So when my husband did come, I found the woman he needs.
Because I feel like, to me, the question is, give me your definition of a hot girl. So I feel like a hot girl can be a wife, a girlfriend, and she could be the definition of society, you know, being sexually free, you know, or a thought or whatever. But if that's what you want to do, it's your prerogative, and I'm not the police. But, you know, I feel like your hot girl is being a boss, being a brand, being an influence, really doing what you want to do, not letting nobody check you when it comes to your goals, your desires of your heart. You know, going to brunches, being with your girls.
We love brunches.
Okay, we love brunches.
We love a brunch.
Being in the city with your girls, toasting it up. Okay, y'all know I love a good toast.
Oh, girl.
And you know, to me, that's just the definition of being a hot girl. So I am a hot girl.
Yeah.
I am a wife. I can do both.
All the above.
You know?
Yes, all the above.
So I love when our subscribers said, you know, like she's a hot girl, but she's a wife too. And women are multifaceted, and that made me connect to them. And that's why I love doing YouTube. So get you somebody that can do both.
Do both. Do all.
So the next question is, do you support the hot girl movement?
So with our definition,
yes.
Yes. I mean, but again, I'm not here to judge. It's just not where I am in life. But yeah, I definitely support the hot girl summer initiative. That's what I'm saying. Experience. Definitely, I want all women to be the best they can be, especially in our community. I want that black girl magic.
Magical.
Definitely support. Yes. How about you?
So I support the hot girl movement. I support all the hot girl movements. So if you want to be out there in these streets and you want to be sexually free and liberated, I support you. Does that mean that's what I'm doing? No, that does not mean what I'm doing. I'm a little bit more reserved. But am I going to judge someone? No. My definition of hot girl summer, I definitely support that. Because I used this summer to motivate me to be the woman I am now. I launched my YouTube. I'm starting brands and getting close with God, as my girl said. You know, making sure my family is okay, getting closer to money, getting closer to God, tithing, you know, being debt free, just paid off on my medical bills, amen. That's a hot girl. That's hot. Okay. Take care of business. Take care of business. I feel like being a hot girl can also be taking care of business, taking care of you, self-care, self-love.
Oh my God. I just had my massage today and my pedicure, so
you should invite me.
You know what, next time I will, because I do it at least every month.
Hot girl equals self-care. Self-love. Hashtag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Self-care. Self-care.
It really is important because, like, you can't be a hot girl out in the streets and brunching and getting your business together and not take care of yourself, because you can't achieve all those goals and things that you're doing without taking care of yourself first. And that's something I had to learn in the long run, because for a long time I would just work and run. And, you know, I really need to make sure my family is okay. I really need to make sure me foremost is okay. And I'm eating healthy and I'm lotioning and drinking water. The simple thing. Working out. Okay, getting ready to COVID-15.
15?
COVID-15, like college 15. What was it? Freshman 15?
Yeah. I was like, it's COVID-19, but I get what you're saying.
COVID-15.
Okay.
Freshman 15, you gained on 15 pounds when you first go to baby, I came in like 115, came out about 145.
But let me tell you, a little thickness, a little curves. It's helping me in. It's helping me in COVID. You know, I got a little more curves now. So,
okay. Accentuated.
Oh yeah, I'm still trying to get the stomach back.
Get it right. Get it tight. She's always had like a hot girl body. Okay.
I'm trying.
Her and Megan are competing.
I was the original Stallion.
She was the original Stallion. So one of my favorite questions is, can you be in a committed relationship and still have a hot girl summer?
Of course. I feel like, again, with our definition of hot girl summer, when we're in a committed relationship, we're bringing our partner up. Like we are partner. We're holding our end of the bargain up.
Most definitely.
So we're holding you down. You're holding us up. You know, I definitely think that you can do it and you can thrive in it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So.
Even with the world's definition of hot girl summer, I feel like you can still be in a committed relationship, because the hot girl originators, i.e. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, the city girls, guess what, y'all? When the movement originated, they all had boyfriends.
Yeah.
Megan was with Moneybag Yo. Cardi was with Offset. What's her name from City Girls?
Ari? No, that's not her.
City Girls. Carisha had a boyfriend, and she has a baby now. Yes.
No, she was the one.
JC's the only one that didn't have nobody. But I feel like she got somebody on the low. Okay. So yeah, I feel like you can be a hot girl and be in a committed relationship, but also be fun. I feel like that's what attracts men to you. Like, not being boring Miss Susie, but being fun, being driven, being yourself. Open, most definitely being yourself. So that's one of my favorite questions.
Yeah, and I love it because I think a lot of times with the negative definition of hot girls, they think if you support the hot girl movement, if you dancing, if you laughing, if you joking with the songs, it's like, oh, well, you're not white material or you're not girl material. But it's definitely not that. Because again, I'm not saying I'm bougie, but I can get ratchet. I like to have fun.
Baby, we both can get ratchet together.
I like to dance. I'm the one, again, knees are strong.
Okay, baby, what's some Caribbean music coming on? Afrobeat, soca. That knees are strong. I dance all night. Okay, I be dancing all night, but it ain't like this one. Okay, like I might throw some snippets in this video, and y'all might.
Oh God, no,
throwback Thursdays.
Please.
So we're about to transition into the next phase of this conversation, which digs a little bit deeper about being a hot girl, but transform into a relationship. So y'all get ready.
All right.
So we are back. So the next question is, what is the longest time you would date someone before being exclusive? So say y'all been dating, get to know each other, going out to dinner, courting, you know, get to know each other, you're really feeling the vibe. What's the longest you willing to do that before he says, you know what, Britt, I want to lock you down, make you mine. I can't see no other man dating this.
So let me go back. So you know, past relationship, it took 6 months. And I think it's still a good time. However, I'm 30 now. I feel like I'm more intentional. So it can be a short amount of time. So I'm not looking at the time like to justify me being exclusive. It's like, am I intentionally getting to know you? How do I feel about you? Because look, at this point, I don't have time to waste.
You know what you like.
I know what you like.
You know what you like. Well, what you need us.
Exactly.
You can say,
you don't like us.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I would say now maybe 3 months. So I'll cut it in half.
Oh my God, girl. So literally for me, the longest I'm willing to date someone before I'm in a committed relationship is 3 to 4 months. We're almost 30, and I feel like a man, once he meets you, he knows your characteristics, what you like, what you dislike. If you're hanging around each other all the time, y'all truly understand each other's values. You're probably getting to know each other's family, and you know who I am as a woman and what I can bring to the table. So I feel like within that time, that lot of time, 3 to 4 months, you really understand who I am and what I can bring to the table and what I can bring to your table. So I feel like 3 to 4 months to me.
So, and it's funny because I was actually
unless it's something sticky, you know.
Yeah, I was reading an article like a while ago and it said men know if they could see a life with you by the 3rd date. I was like,
I agree, because that's also what they say in the Steve Harvey book. 90 days, so that's 3 months before you give up sex to your partner. So,
but you haven't even reading the weight, so
yes,
that's a whole nother recording.
We can do a video about that too one day.
But yeah, I'll say 3 months.
3 months, yeah. So mine is 3 to 4 months. You know, I feel like within 90 to 120 days, as a man, you know what you want. And you know what you're willing to lose and not willing to lose. And men in business are strong and know what they want within business and what they want in life and how they want to lead their household and who they want to bring with them to lead their household. So, 3 to 4 months. And that's that on that.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? It may be a little fishy situation, long distance, or things that may change that narrative, but I feel like y'all live in the same city and y'all see each other every day, like,
or multiple times
a week. Multiple times a week. So that to me, I feel like is an important question because I feel like a lot of us women are willing to settle or take on what the guy wants to do versus what we want to do. Because honestly and truly, if he like you that much, you saying you're ready to leave within the 6 months, like she said, 6 months or whatever, then if he wants you, I feel like he'll really fight for that or have that communication with you that make you understand why he's wanting to do it a little bit longer. So
exactly, and I feel like sometimes too, women, we think we can change the mind of men.
Oh, we think we can change a man, but you cannot.
You cannot. What's her name? Can't raise a man?
You cannot raise a man or change a man. If a man wants to wife you, if a man wants to bring you to his life, if a man wants to make you his wife or make you his business partner, make you his best friend, whatever he wants to do. He's gonna do it. Because when it comes to business, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
So when it comes to personal life, then don't settle for that.
Because he's gonna do it. He just might not do it for you. Because you allow him not to.
Right.
But
and they only allow you to do what you want to let them do. So that to me is one of their biggest questions. The next question is, do you believe in taking breaks within a relationship?
No. No.
Say it again, what?
No.
How do you say that in Spanish?
No.
And French? No.
No.
I got a whole new man now.
And the fact, I feel like, what's the need for a break? Like, is this so we get married and we go through a hard time?
Right. You just
want a break?
Pull up and like, you know what?
No.
We in this forever.
I'll definitely give you your time because everyone deals with issues differently.
Yes.
So if you need a day or so to just process things, okay, but we're not taking a break. No.
Ain't no break.
I don't know what that is.
To me, a break is an excuse like, hey sis, I need a little break. Hey boo, I need a little break, you know? I need a little break. I need to go out here in these streets and figure out what I really want and see if you're the one for me. That's what that is code for, because you're not gonna be on a break with me and then be like, I can go on these streets and still have Mariah on your roster.
Exactly. Or I can always come back.
That's what I feel like a break is. I feel like you need a definitive answer. Either yes, we're together or we're not. Yes, together, we're together, or no, we're not right now. We're working on each other to come back to be stronger with each other. So I feel like you can't be no hot girl if you're not definitive in your answers of what you want in life and what you want within a man. So, you know, sometimes we have to pick ourselves up by the bootstrap and say, this situation isn't for me right now, but I want to self-reflect on who I am to be better for the next man.
And honestly, too, I'm not going to even lie. When I was younger, early 20s, I accepted work.
Yeah, I think we all did, girl. Oh, we on a break right now. Can't you hear yourself saying that? Yeah, we on a break right now, but I still like that.
Yeah, it's all right. He knows. Even, and we used to justify. He ain't gonna find anyone like
he gonna come right back to me.
No, since that means you giving him the chance to do it. But again, we all been there.
I
had to figure out my own worth.
Yeah,
I had to grow. Yeah, and then I had to work on some things within me.
Self-reflect.
Exactly, like you already said. So definitely, at this point, no, it's no breaks.
Ain't no breaks.
No breaks.
So this is one that's been challenging because I had this situation before in my life. So, could you be with someone if you did not like their family, or vice versa, if the family didn't like you?
I just had this conversation with a friend. I personally can't do it. Because at the end of the day, my family is important to me, and I want to marry someone whose family is important to them as well.
Right.
So again, it starts getting to the point where you're gonna have multiple people in your business and your relationship, and it's gonna be causing unnecessary drama. Especially, again, I tend to attract mama's boys. So you know, if your mom doesn't understand that boundary, it can get complicated. And I'm not gonna disrespect your mother. I'm not gonna fight against your mother, because at the end of the day, it's your mother. But I definitely need to get along and really amicable. Yeah, and I do want that relationship with my significant other's family. Like, oh, I can pick up the phone, call your mom, like, hey, come over, we can do lunch, we can do brunch. I want that,
and you don't have to be there.
Yeah,
like I don't have to always be there.
I want that. I literally want that, and I have seen friends that have relationships, and family members that have relationships like that, and I've seen it. I'm not gonna say it can't work, because I've seen some that can't work. I personally just don't want that.
I don't want that.
I don't want that. Yeah.
I feel like for me, I definitely want a cohesive family that gets along, and I can go see your family, you can go see my family, or you know, I love your mama, you love my mama. I don't have to be there for you to talk to my parents or my father, or you shouldn't have to be there to talk to my parents or father. You should just be able to call, you know. And I feel like that's essential when it comes to growing, because a lot of things that can prohibit your relationship from growing. You know, so I feel like we gotta make it work. We gotta make it shake.
We have to have a respect, and too, also I've seen people, family, not respect someone's significant other, and it's just you feel isolated, especially if you're in a situation where you don't have your family around, it's only their family.
Right.
So you definitely want to make sure that it's respect and again love, because at the end of the day, when you have kids, those are their grandparents, those are their aunties, uncles, so they're gonna want to be around them. So you don't want to feel some type of way. Like, oh no.
At all. Like, I want to see her. It's funny that you mentioned love, because that brings us to our next question. But let me ask you something.
Okay.
When you in the car with your boyfriend or your husband and his mom, who's in the front seat?
Ooh.
You or his mom?
So,
which one? Y'all, put in the comments on this video.
Ooh, that's a good one. So, let me say, so how I was raised,
say the right answer.
So, if someone's older than you, they sit up the front. That's how I was raised. So probably out of respect for, because I don't want his mama in the back, and then she be cramped up and stuff and can't walk and shit. Like, I don't want that.
Do y'all see my face? I'm in the front because I am the white. I am not. I am not sitting in the back. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
you can sit in the back, Mom. You sat in the front with him for about 50 years. I don't even know how long you sat in the front with him, but you took him to soccer practice, baseball practice, gymnastics, I don't even know. Whatever y'all did, basketball practice, ballet, I don't know. But listen, you gotta go to the back. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all think.
That's a southern hospitality type of thing.
I ain't southern.
So, but the thing is, also too, it's not like his mama gonna be riding with y'all all the time.
Okay, right. So we get this situational. So it's like give and take.
Yeah.
So maybe a road trip. You know, I can do the front, she in the back. A little grocery store run.
In and out, maybe. Or maybe why won't you drive and his mom's in the front, he's in the back?
Okay, we can do that. If it's my car, I'm in the front. If it's my car, I don't know. But that leads us to our next question. I hope y'all are ready because we're diving deeper, y'all. So, y'all, I really think that people in life really search for love. And they search for the one. But I feel like in life, we really don't understand what the one is or what love is. So, I want to get your take on what does it mean to love someone or something?
That's a good question. So, personally for me, I feel like, because I can be very selfish.
I feel like sometimes selfish is needed.
It's needed. But I feel like if I want to compromise on certain things with someone, because I want us to go far, it's really a us and not me anymore, I deeply love that person. If I know I can't live without that person, I love that person. If I pray for that person more than I pray for myself, I love that person. If I started thinking about this person, because I'm the type of person, I watch Hallmark. So
that girl, man.
I am a romantic person, and that has presented its issues with me.
And its benefits,
yeah, benefits as well as issues. But if I'm like thinking about this person all the time, if I'm not only thinking about having a life with that person, but making steps. Like, okay,
progressing.
Yes, really including them in my life. Actually, like opening up to them. Because I can be very standoffish as well. So if I'm sharing different things that I don't tell most people, I definitely have love or love you. It's definitely different levels to this. Because I can have love for someone and open up to them about certain things, but maybe not something else.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it's just a sacrifice of myself, personally for me, because I have spent so long. Again, as you know, you were with me in my previous relationship.
I had a front row seat.
So
it don't mean the front row is VIP.
So now that I regained myself, I am so in tune with myself. I love myself so much. So I feel like when I know I love someone, I'm willing to share myself.
You're willing to share and help them grow.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing, because my definition of love is action, and it's a verb. Like, if you love someone, you can't verbally say it without putting forth those footsteps to show that person that you love them. So loving them is an action, and I feel like every couple should read the 5 love languages, because just because you love someone doesn't mean that you're catering to their love language. So you may think that you're loving them wholeheartedly, but you're not understanding the type of love that person needs. So, you might be cutting my grass or chopping down a tree or buying me Fendi bags, and my love language is quality time. I just want to sit here and play with you, or you surprise me and do a great date, or say that, I was thinking about you today, here's an edible arrangement. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing too deep, but thoughtful. So I feel like love is an action, and you show it through, not just through words, but commitment, understanding. And I feel like if I love you, then I'm helping you grow and being a better person. So that's love. So if you're on my team, I'm helping you level up, and leveling up to me is love.
Yeah. Okay.
Being a better person, me helping you be a better person, me helping you with your business endeavors, me helping you grow in your relationship with God, your family. Like, that's love. Because you can't pour into me if you're not fulfilling those other areas. So I feel like love is a service.
And it's funny that you bring up love languages, because what I have seen personally in my personal experience, most people show love how they want to be shown. So they love people, their love language.
Yes, they do.
So it's definitely difficult to have to switch that mindset. Like, okay, I might like acts of service or quality time, but this person likes gifts.
Yes.
So it's definitely, especially when you have been used before, like people. So understand, you gotta understand, the background behind their gifts and things like that. Also another, I just thought of the top of my head, forgiveness.
I know pause the camera for that, y'all. Hold on. I feel like love is definitely forgiveness, because you may not have known that person when they committed an action before you even knew them, and you forgave them for that action when it even wasn't for you. That's true forgiveness, and that's true love. I feel like we've all experienced that. But forgiving them for actions they've done, forgiving them for things knowingly and unknowingly, and that's me. I'm a believer, as I told you in the past. But that's how Christ loved the church. He forgave us for things that we didn't know we did and things that we know that we did. So I feel like we express that relationship through forgiveness. You know, I forgive you. You're not perfect. But just don't make sure you get taken advantage within your forgiveness.
Exactly. But also make sure when you're forgiving them, they have changed behavior.
Change behavior alert.
So it's not just saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to never do it again. And then 6 months later, we're back.
We right back at square one.
Yeah. So definitely make sure that it's actions taken to make sure that that never happens again.
Never.
Because also,
that's a key. That's a good point, Greg.
Because sometimes I know that I can be very direct in how I say things. Can be very disrespectful. So I'm gonna need forgiveness in some areas too, because I'm like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Or I could have said it in a different way.
You could deliver it in a different way.
Exactly. So definitely just keeping that mindset, like we all need forgiveness.
Yes.
So a lot of times people see forgiveness as a weakness.
It's not.
And it's really not, because I tell you, when you let go of things, again, in my past relationship, I had to forgive him without him ever saying sorry. And once I let that go,
that's the hardest thing, Bri.
When I said my life leveled up too, because I wasn't holding on to that anger, I wasn't holding on to the bitterness. Exactly. And I was like, okay, and I was able to also see what I did in a relationship. Wrong.
Take responsibility on both parts.
Exactly. So I think forgiveness it takes a strong person to forgive, to truly forgive.
To forgive and understand why you committed those actions.
Yes.
That's real forgiveness. And that's real love. And I feel like what we're here to do on Mariah's Soapbox is help you cultivate the ideology behind forgiveness, behind understanding what true love is, and being understanding and knowing what a real hot girl is about. You know, we have hot girl intellect.
Yes.
Okay? You can be all of that, but I feel like my girl brought up a good point about forgiveness.
Yes.
That was a golden nugget, girl.
And I'm still learning. I'm definitely still learning. Because let me tell you,
it ain't easy.
God ain't done with me yet.
He ain't done with you. So being that he's not done with you, what do you feel like are your non-negotiables when it comes to a man?
First, they have to follow God.
Period.
Because I want my husband to lead me to God. They have to love their family and talk to their family.
Yes, most definitely.
That's really big. I definitely want someone that has that financial mindset. I'm not saying that they have to be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying they have to be a CEO.
Right.
But I definitely need someone to know how to get out there and get multiple sources of income. Understand why it's important to stay debt free.
Multiple revenues of income.
I just need that understanding. I want to make sure that this person is giving, forgiving, gives back.
Yes. Volunteerism.
I do want a tall guy because I'm tall.
She don't want a fine chocolate man, okay?
A chocolate man.
Nothing wrong with that.
African, but
pretty love African. I'm tired of you.
But I mean, that's besides the point. I just really want an authentic person. Someone who, again, gives back.
Yes.
Someone who loves others. Someone who is, again, as I mentioned, forgiving.
Yes.
Someone who goes out their way to just ensure the stability of his home. Like,
I love it.
Because again, I understand submission, and that's a whole nother story too. Because people think when you say submission, it's being weak.
You're being weak.
It actually takes a very strong person.
I feel like it's set aside your pride to understand what you deserve and what your actions contribute to giving back what you deserve.
But I'm only going to submit to a man who can lead and a man who understands partnership. So they're not using my submission as weakness, like, oh no, I'm the man, you should just listen to me. No.
And he can lead with purpose. If you're leading me to a destination where you know where you're going and it's purposeful lead, then I'm more than willing to be submissive. But if you don't even know where the final destination is, I can't be submissive to that. Because you don't understand what I'm submitting to. And that's not a true king or a true leader. So that's a nugget for y'all.
Like, that lives in his purpose.
Purposeful leading. Purposeful destiny.
That's a leader.
Purposeful
that's another
submission. Leadership. Like, if we're going to be in a relationship and you want me to follow what you desire, you want to tell me what you want, desire within a relationship, I have to understand that you're willing to lead us to the right place. You're willing to understand my love languages and understand us as one, not just each other separately. So I feel like that's true submission.
I get it.
So my non-negotiables are just God-fearing, you know, funny. I'm super corny. Y'all know me, I'm corny. Like, I look put together, but like, I'm the biggest joke ever now. So I want somebody that is a leader, definitely fun, and God-fearing, spontaneous, and I like money, as everybody know. So I need you to have your money in order. You ain't gotta be rich. I need you to have your money in order because I be trying to have my finances in order. I work like a Jamaican, and I used to give myself
like 10 jobs.
I have 10 jobs, and I used to give myself an international trip every other month. So you know that comes with trying to get some money. So I want somebody to definitely travel,
you know,
have a nice body.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? A nice little body ain't gonna hurt
healthy,
nobody.
You know,
don't drink Mountain Dew every day. That's nasty. Drink
hit workout, cardio, something. Lift a weight.
Little something. Oh, and you have to be close with your mom and treat her respectfully, like, because that definitely, ladies, tidbit. If your man does not talk to his mama and treats her like trash, leave him, because he's not gonna treat you well either. So that's my non-negotiable. One of our last questions is, when dating, do you look for the man to lead, or do you take the role and plan things too?
So I think that's a loaded question. So as I mentioned, I do believe in man being the head of the household, submission, but I also believe in partnership. So when people hear submission, again, they think of weakness, someone beneath someone else. No, submission is being strong enough to be able to be led by someone else. Yes. So I do believe I'm going to be stronger in certain areas than he's going to be. And as a leader, you will understand that. Right. So it's going to be some things that I take initiative on, and that he'll fall back and be like, you got it, babe. Right. Go ahead. That's my baby. Like, you know, cheer me on. And it's going to be some things that he's going to lead on. So I think, like, I do want a leader. I definitely want a leader because, girl, I'm tired. I'm tired. People be talking about, like,
I hear these stories out of here.
Let me tell you, when people like independent women, I get it. I'm all for that. I'm going to handle with my stuff. But it ain't nothing like when a strong man come in and handle his business.
Handle his business and he leads you to the right place. It ain't like that. Like, you want a man that says, you know what? I feel like I want someone that definitely leads, like, you know what, Friday we doing this, Saturday we doing this. You know what, I'm not telling him let's go to church on Sunday. He wakes me up like, hey babe, it's time to go to church, because he's a leader and he understands the importance of a foundation. Because when you don't have a foundation within your relationship of anything or whatever you believe in, a set rule, a set ideology process, you know, a set coming together, understanding this is you and this is me and this is what we come in the middle, then it's not going to work. It's not gonna work. Yeah. So I feel like we both can lead, and we both need to understand when it's our time to follow, because people always say relationships are 50-50. That's not true. That's a lot, because when you're a part of like 70% and you're not having a good day, you gotta pick up that other percentage. Yeah. I agree. Like, if I'm having a bad day, you need to pick up that 60% when I only can give you 40. Doesn't mean I don't love you, but in that moment I need you to attain to my love language and help me through this day. So exactly, and I need a prayer warrior. Yes. Oh, I do. Like, again, not perfect. I'm definitely still working on my relationship. Right. Trying to be better, but I understand prayer. I understand the power of prayer. The purpose. So I definitely want a man that can lead me in prayer, but at the same time, like, fall back, like, babe, I want you to pray. Let's pray about our family, our finances. Pray over it all. You know, anything. Pray over our family, pray over our health, pray over the world, pray over whatever. Someone that has an understanding of a higher power than just us, you know? I feel like that's super important, and I feel like that keeps longevity in your relationship. Spontaneity, beliefs, being a hot girl, having a fun man that he still has a healthy balance between his friends and his family and you. Like, what does he do outside of you? And you can't be his only thing. And that's what people fail to realize. Like, literally, I was talking to a married woman, and she was saying that they have been married for like 35 years. And she said that the reason why they stayed married for so long is because they still have a single life inside of their marriage. And I'm like, ooh, that's
I'm
a
like,
word.
Hold on. She's like, no, not like cheating, going out. I'm like, no, I hang with my friends. I do the things that I love to do. Sometimes we do it together. Sometimes we do it with other people. Sometimes we're by ourselves. So I was like, you know what? That's a gem. That is a gem. I love that. I feel like that's super important, because when you get in a relationship, a lot of people shut down, and the only thing they have is their partner. But I feel like friendships are a healthy balance, family, healthy balance, and I feel like that's essential. Exactly. So that leads me to our last question, guys.
Do you believe in second chances within a relationship?
Whew. So
that's a heavy question.
That is.
Let's talk about that.
So I do believe in second chances.
Okay.
However, it definitely has to be some changed actions, and we're not having the same conversation over and over.
We're not.
And you're continues to apologize.
We don't do that.
But I feel like if something happens, I do have some non-negotiables that would never
like
happen.
what? Give me an example. People want to know.
So, of course, beating me.
Oh, that's dead.
Spitting on me. I honestly feel like, so I go back and forth because everyone tells me, like, don't say this unless you've gone through it. Cheating, I would say overall is a non-negotiable. But again, I have been around and I have been in relationships where I suspected, but I didn't know for sure.
But you didn't know if that man was cheating.
I didn't know for sure, so I'm like, since I don't know for sure, let me just, keep
wait it
going.
out.
Yeah, but when I knew for sure,
it was time to get them bags and pack them up. Packing them up was gone.
I was out.
Okay.
So I would say, again, I think cheating is a non-negotiable, but I think second chances are important because I wouldn't be where I am outside of relationships if someone didn't give me a second chance. I really meant that I was going to do better than second chance. That's the difference. When someone means that they're going to do better. Yes. Give them that second chance. You just
and let them grow to be better in that second chance. Because I know a lot of women who say, "Oh, he cheated on me. I forgive him," but then 2 days later, he doing the same thing, and your behavior has not changed. So it's like a lot of us women enable men from being able to change, but then us give them a second chance. You can't expect somebody to grow if they're being fed filet mignon the next day that you gave them a second chance. Like your behavior has to change. You have to hold people accountable when it comes to your kids, families, relationships, anything in life. If somebody messes up, like for example, I was watching Relationship Boot Camp or something like that, and to hear he went through an abusive situation, and he had to understand what he did was wrong. He had to be separated from the house for a few days. He had to understand accordingly, like, this is wrong. So I feel like second chances can work, in my opinion, but that person has to understand what they did wrong. They have to be held accountable. They have to apologize and empathize and understand what they did was wrong. If they cheated and you're married, sometimes it's more to say that moment to leave. But if you have kids and family, it's hard to say those things. So. Yeah, and also too, I feel like this is a huge part. So if you decide to forgive someone and stay, you definitely can't beat them down. Woo! That's a fact. You can't keep bringing it back up. You stay.
You cannot. You
stay in it. Pray.
I understand. We all have triggers.
We do.
Especially if we just went through it. But it's very important to make sure that you're not beating that person down.
Cannot.
Keep bringing it up. Every time y'all have an argument about the kids, you bringing up what they cheated or whatever the situation was.
It's right outside. Oh, well, you cheated 2 years ago. Like, you cannot stay with somebody if you're going to keep bringing that up and you're not for really forgiving them for what they did. If they held themselves accountable and they've shown you that what they did was wrong, just forgive them or leave. Because you can't keep bringing that up to that man, to that woman. If your daddy treated you bad growing up and he's now understanding what you did was wrong, forgive them.
So, I agree. I think a lot of times we lose out on a lot of great relationships because we didn't forgive.
Yes. People can change.
People can. Just be careful. But
some people don't. When they don't take what you. Do not accept a human being for what you believe they can be and for what they're not in the moment. Because a lot of us as women, we accept men for what we have and their potential, what we know what they can do, but not for what they're doing right now. Well, I know he can be great. I know he can change. I know he can stop cheating. I know he can do this and do that. He's creative, but he's not right now. And if you ask him or told him what you want 2, 3, 4 times and what your non-negotiables are, and he's still not, delivering upon that, it's time to go.
He is showing you who he is.
Because the man will do what he want to do.
I'm not saying it won't circle back around, because again, I've had some situations, not personally, but in my life that people have broken up for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they came back together.
And they had to leave for them to understand their worth and for them to want to come back.
That could definitely be someone's story. But I would just say, second chances.
So I feel like today's episode of Hot Girl Summer, or Trying to Get Wife, was amazing. I feel like we gave you some tips on how to be a hot girl and how to improve in your relationships and how to be wonderfully single and cultivate who you are within that single life, with that single season. Like, we all go through seasons, and if y'all are trying to get wifed, then be in that season of single and understanding what that means. So I really appreciate you so much, Brittany, for coming out today. Make sure you follow her again.
Yes, it's Bree Classified personal page, and then my business page is shine_exceedingly_services.
Yes, well, I had so much fun with you guys today. Please do not forget to subscribe to Mariah's Soapbox. Making sure you follow me on my personal page, Mariah_LIVE and the number 5. And make sure you follow my travel page, Mariah's Travel Guide _. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is our series on being a hot girl. This is our series on being leveling up within your relationship. So we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
And you did so great, Brittany. Yes, girl. Bye, guys.
Bye.
40 right, business change.